We don't live in the real world. We live in a dream. The real world is this stuff. Nature, the natural world, the order of our planet. And in the real world, the only things that matter are air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, shelter to keep you alive, and the only thing that really pushes life is the propagation of life, making the babies, passing your genes on to healthy young who can take your genes into the future. That's all that matters. That's it. We live in a made-up world, largely because we managed to secure and pretty much solidify, in a way, most of the things that are essential to survival. We have our houses, we have our food, we have our supermarkets, we have our taps, we have all these things that are important. And so we've made up other stuff. Now, the crazy thing about it then is that everything that we are, everything that we do, everything that we aspire to is not fueled by the normal and natural imperatives of existing. It's fueled by belief. And the crazy part about belief is you're not born with it. It's not intrinsic. It's made up. And what you believe is not the same as what anyone else believes. What you believe is a unique and spectacular combination of what your parents taught you, what your environment taught you, what your teachers taught you, what your experiences taught you, what your friends have taught you. You are living in a dream world all by yourself. And everything you want in life, everything you think matters, is a dream, a belief. Now, the problem with that, I mean, that idea, that concept is what's made humans what we are. It's what's given rise to human civilization and allowed us to grow to where we are. Belief is a powerful thing, an incredible thing. And belief is so much more than just, you know, who you identify as or what you wear. Belief is everything you do. And belief is then scary because it's not intrinsic and it's not intuitive and it's not unified. Everyone believes different things. And belief most often comes from knowledge passed down generation to generation, which means that belief doesn't keep up with everything else. Belief is old ideas passed forward. But we live in a world where science has marched on and discovered absolutes, facts, things that are basically incontrovertible. And the problem with all of this is that science and belief are at odds with each other. Science and knowledge is not power. Ask Galileo Galilei what he thought about the idea of knowledge as power. He knew that things weren't what everyone else believed, and everyone else threw him in jail. Power is belief. Power is numbers. And that's something we can learn from nature. Power is numbers. You look at the tiny things out there, the ants, the termites. They have the power to change the world. Termites can change entire ecosystems. Ants can change entire ecosystems and quite precariously decimate entire ecosystems. Tiny little ants can shift the world, not because they themselves are individually powerful, not because they themselves possess specific knowledge, but because there's gazillions of them. And through having gazillions of a thing working together to achieve a unified goal, change is achieved. Belief has been perverted and distorted and sequestered so that people will do certain things. Not knowledge. Belief is power. Belief has the power to make a whole race of people treat another race like they're inferior. Belief has the power to let a whole race of people, enslave another race of people, and not feel bad about it. Belief has the power to start wars and to kill millions. We will fight and we will die for our beliefs. And there is absolutely no knowing if our beliefs are right. We just believe them, which is dangerous. So, I am sort of in the process of trying to find ways to shake belief, to challenge belief. Not big belief, but small belief. Because much of what we do is informed by the little beliefs we don't question. And much of what's going on right now, the change on our planet, which is, you know, climate change, hydrology change, weather systems shifting, mass extinctions, biodiversity crises, much of that has been caused by what we believe. But not in any overt, I believe in making CO2 kind of way, but believing that the one way is better than the other way, that this is right and that is wrong. Belief is powerful, but you need to understand that what you believe isn't necessarily true. It's just the best you know with the information you've had exposure to. And that's why I am trying to expose people to information that has been scientifically discovered, scientifically verified, and connect people with that knowledge, because your beliefs can change. You can change. We can change the way we interact with our world, and we can change what's going on the planet right now if we have the numbers. And this is why belief is power, and this is why we are powerful, because if we all believe the same stuff, if we all look at the same science, if we all understand the same things that are going on the same way, we can work together to make our lives and this world a better place. But first, you need to be willing to accept that what you believe might be wrong. And a lot of people struggle with that, but there is no blame to be attached with knowing the wrong thing, with believing the wrong thing. You were told it by someone who believed it. This is the crazy part about belief, is that everybody, with very few exceptions, is simply trying to do the best they can with the rules, regulations, and values that they were taught to believe. There are very few people on this planet who've been exposed to truth that doesn't fit with their belief and have chosen to do the wrong thing despite that fact. Most people, when they learn better and know better, do better because they were only doing wrong due to the fact that they didn't know better. Crazy, right? So, you live in a dream world, but the dream world that we live in and the power that we exert on this dream world means that the natural world, this whole thing, is changing. There are enough of us, 8 billion plus, on this planet, that what we believe is defining the world we live in, the planet we live on. And the things that are changing now, more often than not, are changing because of us and because of the information we have learned wrong, transmitted wrong, or embraced wrong. So it is imperative now that we as a people, we as a species, start to learn better, start to know better, and start to believe better. Because without this planet, we got nothing. And you better believe that, because that is an absolute fact.